Hey guys, it's Richard here, and welcome to my top 10 games of 2013. My god, has it been that quick already? It feels like only yesterday I just did my top 10 games for 2012. So yeah, just to quickly say that these are my opinions, so don't get angry if I left a game out or put it really low on the list. It's just I feel either it didn't make the cut because I didn't think it was a Game of the Year quality game, or I just never played it. Or if it made it low on the list, I just didn't think it was better than some of the other games that are higher on this list. So with that out of the way, let me get to my games. Starting with number 10. Metro Last Light was a great game. Is a great game. I mean, it's got a great atmosphere. It's got a great story. It's got a great soundtrack behind this. And it's one of the best looking games I've played this year. It had great lighting effects, great texture quality. I really enjoyed Metro Last Light. It had good difficulty to its gameplay, but it had a few problems that really stopped me from liking it as much as I probably would have. I mean, for one thing, I didn't think the checkpoint system was very good. I didn't think the boss battles were very good. I felt they were kind of poor. And I also felt the game didn't have much replay value to it. Because once you've beaten it, you'd only just replay through it again to get the other ending, and then that's it. That was you finish with Metro Last Light. So it was wasn't a very replayable game, but with its great story, atmosphere, and just generally great gameplay, I think it was definitely one of the better games this year in terms of survival horror. And I'm a big survival horror nut, so I was really happy with this game. And I definitely think it's a game you should play if you see it. It's a game that I think deserves a lot more sales than it probably got, because I thought it was an excellent game. They worked their asses off for EA Games to do this game, so I'd say buy it. Buy this game. Yeah, so that's number 10. Next, number 9. Beyond Two Souls, please don't start throwing tables and chairs at me, alright? I like Beyond Two Souls, okay? I like this, alright? I like this. I like David Cage's work. I like his games. I liked Fahrenheit. I liked Heavy Rain. Please don't come and assault me. Okay? Just let me explain. I think David Cage is really good as a story writer. Okay, Fahrenheit didn't make a lot of sense, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. Heavy Rain was a great story. Really emotional and very well written. And Beyond Two Souls is another excellently written story, but has a non-linear narrative that people didn't seem to understand, but I understand it perfectly. I guess I'm weird or something. Or I have the emotion gene that David Cage has. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed Beyond Two Souls for its great story. I'm going to shut up saying great, fantastic atmosphere, amazing AAA performances by Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe and everyone else who was on this. It was really good. I really enjoyed a lot of the performances, and the graphics were incredible. For a PS3 game, this is a great looking game. Yes, the gameplay has a few niggles, but nonetheless, Beyond Two Souls I really enjoyed. So now, let's go on to number 8. Deadpool. Yes, this has to be one of the funniest games I've ever played. Deadpool was a surprise because I had never read any of the Deadpool comics. I've been aware of the character, but I've never been like a follower of him. I've never really been into the Marvel and DC stuff as I used to be. I've always been more of a DC guy anyway, with the Batman and the Superman. But Deadpool is hilarious. I thought the game was very well written in terms of its humor. Deadpool, the character, is just brilliant. He's sort of a self-aware mercenary, and I love how he has two voices in his head that argue with each other. Nolan North did an excellent job voicing Deadpool. He really brought great energy to his performance, which really made a lot of the jokes in Deadpool so good, even the ones that maybe weren't quite as good as the really funny ones. But yeah, I really enjoyed Deadpool. It never missed a beat, and it had gameplay that was fun but unremarkable and repetitive, and the game didn't last very long, but I felt the game was fantastic for its humor, and I really enjoyed it. It had me laughing all the way through. Definitely play it if you've got a great sense of humor and you want a game to give you a good laugh. So that's number 8, Deadpool. Number 7. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Again, this is a game that came out of absolutely nowhere. When I first heard about Blood Dragon, when I read about the achievements getting leaked, I was like, oh, this is going to be a DLC for Far Cry 3. Well, that's pretty cool. I really liked Far Cry 3. Then I find out it's its own expandalone that pokes fun at 80s and 90s gaming and movie culture, and I love it. This game is utterly hilarious and fun. It builds on the great gameplay. It has the great gameplay of Far Cry 3, but has an amazingly funny story. I enjoyed the hell out of this. Its jokes really never really missed the mark, and I think it was even more cool at the fact that they got Michael Biehn, who played Kyle Reese in Terminator, and he played Hicks in Aliens, two big 80s action movies of the time, to voice Rex Power Colt, and I thought that was a really good choice. Really well done. And I think they said I think this game deserves a sequel. Make another Blood Dragon. This was hilarious. I love Blood Dragon. Its music, its gameplay, its story all come together to make something fantastic. For a downloadable title, this is insane. This is fantastic. Definitely worth picking up. Okay, before I keep gushing on about it, on to number 6. Tomb Raider. Okay, Tomb Raider fans, do not run at me with a pitchfork. I know a lot of you probably didn't like this game as much as you wanted to. Just let me speak. Just let me speak. I've been a fan of the Tomb Raider games for years. I played the first couple of games on the PlayStation. I played The Last Revelation on PC as well when I was younger. I just loved the Tomb Raider games. I was never good at them. I found them really hard, but I just loved them. They were like a part of my childhood, and I love them. I still love them today. And I loved when Crystal Dynamics took over the series with Legend. I loved Legend. Legend had a great story, had a great gameplay, and was a great looking game for a PlayStation 2 game. I played it on PS2. I've also played it on PC, and it looks even better on PC. It was a great game. I really liked Tomb Raider Legend. I never played Anniversary or Underworld, but the reboot for Tomb Raider is fantastic. Yes, it borrows the scripted events thing from Uncharted, but I think it does them a lot better. And I think this Tomb Raider is a much more mature Tomb Raider than the previous games. It's a more grounded, realistic take, except for the end of the game, because it's supernatural then. But I enjoyed the story up until about the end, then it got a little crazy. Plus, I felt they did the transition of Lara from girl who's scared, like she can't kill or anything, to survivor who kills everything no problem. It was done a little more quicker than I thought it would, and it kind of was a bit weird. It didn't feel right, but I still enjoyed Tomb Raider. It had a great third-person. It was a great third-person shooter. I loved using the bow and the guns. There was some great exploration elements, some semi-open world environments to explore, and there were tombs to raid, and it was enjoyable. Yes, the puzzles weren't as good as the originals, alright? There weren't really any, okay? But I still love this game nonetheless. Just don't buy this game for its multiplayer. It's utter crap. Tomb Raider gets my number 6 spot. Well done, Lara. Okay, number 5. Gone Home. Oh, this game is awesome. I followed this game a year before it came out. I was really intrigued by its idea. Basically, it's a game where you explore an abandoned house and try to piece together what happened. And then when the full game came out, I was like, wow, this story and game is so good. I love it. Basically, you play as Caitlin Greenbrier. She's left her family home and gone backpacking across Europe for the past year. She comes back to her family to see how they've been doing, but she finds a note left on the front door by her sister telling her to not look for her as everything is okay. But she goes inside and everyone is missing. So it's your job as Caitlin to piece together, using information you can find in the house, what has happened to the family. And I think the game is really good for it. The story is really grounded, but the story is so beautiful, and it really makes you sad at the end. I genuinely cried at the end. This was one of the few games that actually made me cry at the end. It was so beautiful. It's such a good story. The audio logs that you hear from your sister are well voice acted and just unbelievably well written. I love this game. It's got a great story and atmosphere to it, and it really, really does tug at your heartstrings. It has a message too that I think is really worth playing through to see. I think this is a game you should definitely play. It's also my PC and indie game of the year. I haven't played the Stanley Parable yet, but I will. I'll tell you my opinions of that another time when I play it. Okay, on to number 4. Bioshock Infinite. You all saw this coming. You did. Don't lie. You all saw this coming. You did, didn't you? Sorry. Bioshock Infinite is amazing. It's a marvel in storytelling, atmosphere, and world building. It is unbelievable. I mean, the characters, the story, the writing, the world itself is just utterly incredible. The soundtrack is also unbelievable. The soundtrack is brilliant. The gameplay is good too. I really enjoyed the gameplay. It gives you a great challenge to it. Yes, the game was a bit more linear than I would have liked, but I didn't care. I enjoyed the story. And I had a fun time playing through Bioshock Infinite. And it actually made me go back and play the first Bioshock. And I love that now too. So Bioshock Infinite should definitely be worth getting. Would you kindly go out and buy this game? Please. Thank you. On to number 3.
Tell me what you want with her. Are you going to hurt her? Run, Elizabeth!
And our lady gotta cut you down.
Booker, are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down.
Saints Row 4. Oh, Volition, thank you for fixing everything I hated about Saints Row the 3rd. Thanks, Richard. Yes, they fixed everything I hated about Saints Row the 3rd. I did not like Saints Row the 3rd, alright? Let's just get that out of the way. I've said that a million times. It felt like they took a massive step back from what made Saints Row 2 so good. But Saints Row 4 fixes everything and improves on what made Saints Row 2 so good. I love Saints Row 4. It's great story, it's great soundtrack, it's hilarious writing. This is funny. I didn't really laugh at Saints Row the 3rd. I laughed way more at Saints Row 4. It's just got a better sort of understanding. It goes for more nerd humor, whereas Saints Row the 3rd went for more sex joke humor and more dicks and dildos humor. Saints Row 4 still has that, but they don't use it for jokes as much. They have it, but they don't really have it out that much. I think, personally, I felt that the nerd humor was a much better choice. I enjoyed the inclusion of superpowers. They made the game so much fun. I enjoyed the weapon customization they added. It made you give your weapons their own personality, and it was great. I loved some of the great, the sort of scripted moments where they had the soundtrack, the famous songs from the soundtrack playing, which were really well done. And I just love this game. I love this game so much. Please buy this game. Please. It is so good. So good. So good. Okay. Let's get on to number 2. Quickly, before I talk more about Saints Row 4. Grand Theft Auto 5. We forget 1,000 things every day. How about we don't make sure this is one of them? This game is brilliant. I love Grand Theft Auto 5. I hated Grand Theft Auto 4. Sort of similar to Saints Row the 3rd and Saints Row 4, but hey. GTA 4 had a way too serious storyline. It was good, way too serious for Grand Theft Auto. If I wanted to play a serious Rockstar game, I played Red Dead Redemption or Max Payne 3. It suits those two game series style better. It doesn't really suit Grand Theft Auto. So I'm glad for GTA 5 they went to a storyline which revolves around 3 characters who are characters you cannot relate to at all, that are just funny and hilarious and that are so well written and are sort of stereotypes, but that's why we love them. They're so well done. And they represent 3 different types of the GTA player. Michael sort of GTA character slash player. Michael represents the sort of guy who's made it in the GTA franchise and is sort of miserable from it. Franklin represents the up-and-comer in a GTA game, like CJ in GTA San Andreas, and Trevor represents the psychopath in all of us. You know, the guys like us who, we all like to go on that murderous rampage we all love to do in GTA. That's what Trevor is. He's basically that. And it works really well. The fact that there's 3 characters allows Rockstar to basically go nuts at the game, and they do. It's brilliant, and the interplay between the 3 characters is so well done. The driving mechanics are way improved. No longer do cars handle like boats. They handle like bloody cars now. And they brought back planes and helicopters. Thank you, Rockstar. Just everything about GTA 5 is so much better than 4. It's, in my opinion, just go out and buy GTA 5, alright? I know you might think it's a bit overrated, but it's good. There's a reason it's been getting 10 out of 10s. There's a reason I gave it a 10 out of 10, okay? I love GTA 5. Please buy it. Please. Please buy this game. It's really, really good. Okay, now on to my game of the year. The #1 spot goes to... Here it goes. Deadly Premonition Director's Cut. Yep, you probably saw this coming too. I love this game. I've waited so long to play it because I didn't want to buy an Xbox. Thanks for finally bringing it to PlayStation 3 access games. I love Deadly Premonition from its great storyline and great characters, to its great atmosphere and great open world. I just... Words cannot explain how great this game is. I mean, the gameplay might put you off, but you'll get past it, and trust me, you will be so glad you did. It is so worth playing. I mean, I love this game. I love this game so much. I didn't think I'd like this game as much as I didn't think I'd like the game as much as I do, and I love it. Play it. Please play it. Support these developers. They deserve it. This game is so good. So good. I mean, I just can't even explain how good it is. It's just that good. Go out and play it. Please. Even Zach agrees you should go out and play it. Right, Zach? Exactly. Thanks, Zach. Buy this game. Please. Buy this game. Thanks. That's my game of the year, guys. My game of the year for 2013. Wow. That's basically going to wrap it up here. I mean, that's my game of the years for 2013. Thanks for watching and enjoying. Now, I'd like to take this small opportunity to thank you all for watching my videos for the year, and to thank all my subscribers and Twitter followers and all the new people who have come to watch the channel. I thank you all for this year. You've been a great support and help to me. I mean, I've had this channel running for nearly over 3 years now, and I didn't expect it to get up to like 75 subscribers. I expected to get like 5 views every day, or 1 view every day. I would be happy with that 1 view, and the response I've gotten from people is amazing. I mean, this channel's had its ups and downs, but and I don't upload very much, but when I do, I mean, it's great to see the response that I do get, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm very, very thankful, and you guys have been so awesome. It's always such a pleasure to do these videos for people like you guys, because you're so supportive, and you're all really nice, and you're all really, really cool. So thanks very, very much. And to my Twitter followers as well, who haven't really watched my YouTube channel, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I'm so happy, and I'm so humble right now. It's been a great 3 years, and I've been some of the response I've gotten to some videos is unbelievable, and I couldn't have asked for any more. I really couldn't have, and I'm very, very thankful. So I won't hold you too long now. So thanks guys for everything, and I'd like to wish you all a happy Christmas, and hope you enjoy spending time with your loved ones, and hope you get what you want, and let's hope we all have a good 2014. So yeah, I'll leave you guys now. Thanks for watching, and as always, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Take care now. Bye-bye.